Hello, Foggy McFly here. Are you sick of buying overhyped sub-ohm tanks that just don't satisfy your need for vapor and flavor? Well, I have a build here for you that just might take care of those needs. So stick around and we're gonna build a triple parallel build at about 0.15. I think might take care of your needs, so here we go. Okay, for this build, I'm gonna just be doing it the old-fashioned way. I got my 3mm Stanley screwdriver, 26 gauge nichrome 80. You could use Kanthal or 3 pieces of straightened nichrome. If you don't know anything about straightening wire, Rip Trippers has a good video up, shows you how to do it. I have the first coil installed already. I'm gonna walk through you with the second one because that's the one that's tougher anyway. So I have 3 pieces of wire. Well, I'm trying not to jiggle this camera too much. I need a better setup, but I got 3 pieces of wire, and I got them in front there, and this is my left hand. I'm gonna be wrapping them counterclockwise, so the top lead ends up in this negative hole, and the bottom lead ends up in a positive hole, so I can still work my wicking out of both sides. So we're going to be doing 7 wraps.
Let's fast forward to this part so I can concentrate.
I'm going to go through and tighten these anyway, and I'll pull, unwrap some of it anyway. So I'm going to hold the coil tight. I'm going to pull these one at a time. When you let go of it, you'll see how it unwraps some. But you can go through and do that as many times as you like till you're happy. It don't have to be perfect. We're going to play with it when we get it on the RDA some more. But just tighten them up till you're happy, and the next step will be installing it in the RDA. Before we install the coil in our RDA, let's take and shorten these leads up a little bit. Okay, we're going to put the bottom lead in the positive post and this top lead in the negative post. Okay, try to bear with me. It's pretty tough on camera. Okay, we got the positive lead, and try to keep your wires as straight and parallel to each other as possible. Now if we can just get it through the negative post hole, come on baby, right there. Okay, see, we're gonna need to play with this coil a little bit just to get it to where we want it. This coil ain't as compressed as the other one, so just keep kind of pushing it before you even tighten it. Just kind of get it, let it know that you want it to get over to the middle a little bit more. The only reason we really need it in the middle is just to get it out of the way for when we put our cap on. I mean, of course, the middle's prettier and stuff, but really all we need is clearance for our top cap. Let's go ahead and tighten down this negative.
Negative post. Okay.
And if you wanted to, you go through now that your negative post is, holding the wires, and you could tighten it up some more by pulling on these. Probably one at a time's better, but I'm not going to worry about that just now. I'm going to tighten that positive post up right there. this plume veil, the positive block, will spin. You just need to go down here, hold the positive block, and tighten that with a regular screwdriver. See, I already spun it some, but it's tight, but it don't matter how tight you tighten it. It's gonna spin on you when you're cranking down these builds. Okay, that's good enough for now. Let's go ahead and try to trim these leads. Negative's easy to get at. My clippers have a hard time doing 3 strands of 26 gauge at once. See, it's not totally even, and I don't know if you're gonna get it totally perfect, but it's kind of tough. I started messing with these clippers. I think I'm gonna do the old ow. Just, I can fast forward through this so I don't make you sick. Okay, as long as you're not gonna be touching the back of the coil with your lead sticking out, we're good. So I'll pull this coil back down, kind of get it where I want it. Seems like one coil always comes out a lot nicer than the other coil. But all we really care about in the end is performance. You can take, and if you're careful, try to bend them right there a little bit, just to get it over a little bit, but like I said, all we need is clearance for our top cap. I know I got one laying around here somewhere. You know, that would probably do it. And I think once we put this on a mod and compress them down a little bit, once we get them hot, we'll be able to play with them a little more. So let's stick it on a mod real quick. Okay, before even firing this, it's reading a 0.13. I have it at 50 watts. Let's give it a few pulses. Let's make sure we're not grounding out any shorts. Looks good to me. Just pulse it a bunch of times before you even really do anything. A prettier coil. See, look at the difference between the coil I did on camera and the coil I did off camera. See, it's already, you know, kind of coming into its own. I just like to pulse it a bunch before I even really do anything. Still reading 0.13. First thing I'm going to do, I guess, stick the coil back, screwdriver back in this fugly one. It's going to be hot, so be careful. Why don't you go over? Need some screwdrivers with some smaller ends on them so I can push it over, but I mean, you can go something like this. This coil is really looking pretty good already. I just don't really like the looks of this one, but I guess as long as they heat up evenly, it's not going to be too terribly of a big deal. 50 watts takes a long time to heat up. Look at, we're already getting it. Now we'll just see if we can get this fugly one to tighten up for us at all. Pretty one's heating up a lot hotter, ain't it? gonna have to straighten that out too. She's leaning pretty good.
Look better? A little better. Come from the other side. I like that for now.
So you guys will have all the time in the world to play with this, you know, once you're... I just really want to show you one of my favorite cloud chasing, flavor chasing builds. And we're not getting that one to heat up like the other one. You know, it might actually be a connection issue. I'm gonna go back through and tighten these up real quick off camera. I'll be right back. Okay, my positive post on the ugly coil was little loose, so okay, it looks like I got them heating up pretty evenly. Okay, so let's wick it. And these really long coils, I don't like my wick too tight. That's about good on that one. Okay, and then second wick. Okay. Yeah, I like cutting my wicks. I just want the ends to just barely come down and hit the bottom of the deck. A little short on that one. That should work out pretty good. I just like to kind of I like the very ends to be against the deck if I can.
Put this one down in there. You really don't need a whole lot of cotton.
Okay, she's open underneath. Both sides. Let's juice her up a little bit. Hit the firing button, let it suck that juice in. What's that? 75 watts. This coil will be able to handle 150, no problem. Ooh, she's mad. Alright, let's take it up. I'll give her a vape real quick for you. Okay, so I put a drilled out old nasty copper barrel on it with a chuff cap. Right now, again, I got it sitting at 155 watts. And definitely produces good amount of vapor. And the flavor's spot on too. So it's already dry. It's gonna be a juice guzzling shit, but if you want clouds, you want flavor, and you got the mod to handle it, it's definitely a good build. It's dense, it's good, it's flavorful. I hope you enjoy it as much as I have. Have a good one. Bye.